Guys, and welcome into today's video. A little bit of a different setting for you. I'm just going to be a bit more chill in my kitchen. I was in fact having some food and I thought, why not do a YouTube video in my kitchen once I finish eating, just to give you guys a little bit more of a relaxed vibe, because the stock market has been a wildfire of volatility this year so far, and oh my gosh, we have got so much to discuss over the next few weeks as I deep dive into some of our channel favorite stocks like Sofi Technologies that have just had a bank charter approval. Some fantastic news that I had been saying about on my channel over the last 2 months. And if you guys have been buying up Sofi at these prices, then my goodness, for the long term, you are going to have some fantastic opportunity, because this stock has got a fantastic future ahead of it with so much tailwind growth. I cannot wait to see where this stock ends up over the next 1 to 2 years. And right now, the prices of these stocks that have been pushed down time and time again since February are now showing some significant value. You've got stocks like Alpp, another channel favorite that has continued to sell off since last February and is still being shorted despite good news after good news, merger after merger, and Kent Wilson saying that he's taking this company into the billions. He's taking this company to the next level. And then you've got SBCE that have just done a massive 500 million capital raise because they are short on cash. They are going to use that money to help push them quicker to that side to open up the market so that they can in fact shoot off literally to the moon. So right now, like I said, the stock market is definitely playing out with not a euphoric January, which is typically what we like to see in January after a tax loss harvesting season has happened and these stocks start to in fact push up as people start to pile back in, retail investors and also Wall Street, because they have taken their losses and they like to buy those stocks back in at cheaper prices. Right now we have had the treasury yield raised just a tiny amount, and we have had the announcement that again interest rates might actually happen over this year, and that has scared out so many investors, and the short-term algorithms are selling the stock market, which is absolutely amazing because it is creating some fantastic long-term growth opportunities. And this is where the real money is made, guys. This is how you get rich. It's not about running away from the stock market. People always say that they want stocks at cheaper prices. Now, this is a really good tip. Why would you in fact buy stocks when it is on a hype train and it is going up? This is where you have to dollar cost average into stocks every single month. If you are a smart investor, you will not pile 100% of your cash position into any stock at any given time. The first thing I have linked on my Patreon page inside my Discord is in fact a breakdown of rules for what I actually implement when I'm investing in the stock market. And one of the top rules that you will find is how I in fact dollar cost average into every stock every month. I don't in fact buy in a majority of my money in one exact time unless there has been a significant correction, which has allowed me to have a better opportunity because I understand the value that a stock is showing. That way, if a stock does continue to move down like we have seen in the stock market over this last year, I have in fact been buying in every single month into some of my favorite stocks, so I get the best average price. And if that stock continues to go down, it doesn't really matter what happens. I can still end up in the red for the short term, but over the long term, once those stocks pick up, because they are having massive tailwind growth, they are growing, the CEO is taking them to some fantastic places, and all of those things are lining up with the earnings and the growth going over 20 to 30% per year or even per quarter, then again you can start to see and understand that you are getting some good value, and over the long term that is where you're going to get rich. And that is what you have to understand in the stock market. It is a game about being patient, and sometimes the stock market doesn't do what you want it to do. It's extremely irrational, but you have to have your patient cap on and understand that over the long term, if you have done your due diligence, you are going to be fine. And right now we are in one of the most significant areas of volatility that I have ever seen in the stock market. I've never seen a bear correction go on for this long, particularly in the stocks that I am invested into. So that is why I have come on here in my kitchen in the middle of having my dinner, and I thought, why not make a YouTube video to give you guys some better understanding as to what is happening in the stock market, and not to panic sell any of your positions, because over the long term these valuations now are stretching down to some significant areas of value. To my belief, you've got Hims stock, you have the Honest Company, Open Door, Tattooed Chef, so many stocks that I could list off the top of my head that are showing some really, really good value over the long term, but I think are going to do extremely well because they are growing year over year. And right now, if you look at the indexes on the NASDAQ, you will also see that indexes for the NASDAQ, the small and mid cap stocks, are at historical low PE and PS ratios. They haven't been this low, guys, for over a decade, sometimes 20 years back, was the last time that we actually saw significant value like this, which goes to show me that once the market picks up, we are going to see days where you see these stocks that fly up 10-15%, just like today when we had that announcement for Sofi Technologies with the bank charter. And you can see Sofi has then gone up 15% in a day. Now, I'm sure if we weren't in this very volatile market, it probably would have pushed up even higher and we would then actually hold these levels. But with the market being so volatile, I'm not sure what will happen in the short term. But over this long term, guys, we are going to do extremely well on this channel because I have positioned you guys to understand where the value is and also where growth and innovation is going to outperform the markets to the best of my knowledge. From everything that I have done, I've been in the markets for quite a long time, guys. About 5 years now, I have been studying the stock market very heavily. I've done many courses from a lot of entrepreneurs, and I currently understand that over the long term, you see value when stocks go down and they depreciate in value because the stock price has been lowered, and that is when you should actually be buying into stocks, not selling because you are scared, because that is when, once it takes off, you are going to make double, triple or quadruple gains, and you're going to get those massive Tesla-like runs that people saw in 2020, and those are the gains that people are always scared of missing out on. And again, it's just about being patient. So I hope that this video did bring some great long-term opportunity to you, and I gave you some fantastic amount of confidence to, again, not sell those stocks and also understand that the market is a game about being patient. So guys, my name is Jason. If you would like access to anything I'm doing in my portfolio or more information about me or anything that you would like to ask me personally, then please feel free to support the channel for the price of a coffee, which I will leave a link to below for the private Patreon, a fantastic community of investors that are like-minded. If you haven't subscribed already or liked this video, then please do me a huge favor and go down there and click that big like button, and also don't forget to subscribe and make sure your notifications are turned on so you get informed when I make videos like this. I look forward to getting some serious updates out to you over the next few weeks on a lot of our channel favorite stocks. Until then, stay safe, make sure you eat well, rest well, and avoid COVID, and I will see you guys in my next video. Ciao.